Little known fact about me, although not a gamer, I did once play games quite regularly. And one of those games, well, two of those games, multitude of those games, was Half-Life. And all of the expansion packs that you could do. Half-Life, what an incredible game. Incredible game. And when you could play as, the security guard, you could also play as like the troops that went in. There's all these spin-offs. It was brilliant. I really, really liked it. And when Half-Life 2 came out, I really enjoyed that game as well, actually. I thought it was a really decent game. Sort of widening the world, expanding it. Graphics were absolutely impeccable. It was just a really, really solid game all round, to be perfectly honest. Half-Life 3, where has it been? Well, apparently, it's done. Allegedly, it's completely done. Playable from start to finish. This is all rumour at this point. But, yeah. It was posited over on a Valve insider, YouTuber Tyler McVicker. Did a live stream Q&A. And spoke basically about Half-Life 3 at length. So allegedly, Half-Life 3 could release winter this year, 2025. It's still weird to say that we're in 2025, but yeah. With announcement as early as this summer. God, I hope so. You know, I understand Valve now just does Steam and they don't really do anything themselves and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I understand that. Cool, fine, whatever. But wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be great to have a Half-Life game again? I really like Half-Life. I think it's a great world. Great universe. Amazing games. Genuinely amazing games. So let's take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you are new here. And turn those bell notifications on. So as this article notes, rumours of Half-Life 3 have persisted for years, which is true. For nearly 2 decades, which is weird to think that it's that long. Fans have been clinging to every rumour that has popped up. And whilst there has been no shortages of leaks, which is comical when you think about Valve and Steam and play on words, Valve has not officially announced it, but allegedly that could change this year. So prominent Valve insider Tyler McVicker recently claimed on his Q&A live stream that Half-Life 3 is not only in development, but is actually playable from beginning to end. From start to finish, that game is done. If so, I think they've done a really good job at keeping it hidden, obviously, up until now. So given the game's status, this individual, this insider, speculates that it could be officially announced this summer, followed by a release in before the end of 2025, probably in winter, which would make sense. I mean, if they announce it in summer, it needs to come out in sort of quick succession, doesn't it? So the live stream was packed with nuggets of information on Half-Life 3, including confirmation that it's apparently not a VR game, which would be good. I think that's a good idea. I don't think well, Half-Life didn't start out that way. I wouldn't want to play it if it was VR. I don't have VR. It's just more stuff to buy, isn't it? I appreciate like people really like VR, but it's not for me. I've got to buy more stuff and I can't really be bothered with it. So he said the game is not VR. Half-Life 3 is not a VR title. So Half-Life 3, which is internally codenamed HLX, is supposedly undergoing extensive testing and optimization right now. It says, quote, "This is the furthest HLX has ever been, period. The game is playable, end to end, period. Other Half-Life 3 Episode 3 projects have never been that far, and they're optimizing, polishing, and they're probably content locked, and if they're not, then they're mechanic locked." Which is pretty interesting. So McVicker also addressed the procedural generation system, which he claimed has been misunderstood by the general public. So it says this, quote, "The way Valve is going about that is akin to taking the AI director from Left 4 Dead 2 and making it significantly more powerful. It's not changing geometry, it's instead changing entity placement, right? Like doors, physics, props, enemies, items, NPCs of any kind. Actually interesting. So data mined information suggests Half-Life 3 could adopt a more open-ended structure, giving players greater freedom in exploration and decision making. Don't know if I'd want like an open world Half-Life game. But McVicker disputes claims that the story will also be procedurally generated. Both Half-Life and its sequel have been widely acclaimed for their innovation and impact on the first-person shooter genre. It's mad to think Half-Life was released in 1998. Wow. Critics praised it, obviously at the time. Great world building, seamless integration of narrative and gameplay, removing cutscenes in favour of continuous first-person storytelling. I really liked I mean, I've said it, haven't I? I really liked Half-Life. I think it's a great game. Like, really great game. Half-Life 2 was released in 2004, which is mental to think. Again, so long ago. It introduced advanced physics, enhancing both gameplay and immersion. You know what's surprising about this, actually? If you think about the original Half-Life in 1998 and then Half-Life 2 in 2004, I mean, there were massive leaps and bounds between those games, weren't there, in graphics? It's crazy to think how far it had really come in such a short space of time. 6 years. And the innovation and the technological leaps were huge. And nowadays we seem to have this sort of stagnation of technological, like, I don't know, accomplishments now. Interesting. I just thought I would stop to reflect on that. 98 to 2004. It was such a drastic difference in graphics. Anyway, so both games were lauded by critics and fans. And they got a 96 out of 100 on Metacritic, which is mental. It's funny here, they say, with how long it's been since Half-Life 2, with how much the gaming industry has changed, Valve faces an uphill battle when it comes to delivering a truly groundbreaking experience these days. Valve's use of procedural generation for Half-Life 3 sounds interesting in theory, but we won't know how revolutionary it is until we learn actual details and see gameplay. I think people just want a Half-Life game, to be fair. I don't think they really care whether it's, groundbreaking or anything like that. I just think people want, to continue the story. What a cool game. Anyway, so there you go. Half-Life 3 may be coming out this year. Let me know your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.